Those who were caught being kind last week include the following names. Out of all these kind individuals, 4 names were drawn. Saeed Akhtar, Sarah Braley, Nicole Henderson, and Eric Fagley. Those who were caught being kind this week include the following names. Out of all of these kind individuals, 4 names were drawn. Grant Cameron, Jessica Genovese, Taylor Weiss, and Cade Wilkinson. Congratulations, students. Please pick up your $1 in Miss Gates' office as soon as possible. Your $1 allows you to get 2 free treats or the equivalent of $2 worth of merchandise in the DECA store. Students and teachers, please do not submit nomination forms anonymously. Include your name under nominator name. For Racc TV, I'm Kaylee Rice.
Since the beginning of time, there has been a spirited debate on who is smarter, girls or boys. Everyone seems to have an opinion, but for a variety of reasons.
Are girls smarter than boys?
Yes. They're able to plan things out a lot better than guys can. We kind of just go with the flow, and they, plan everything out, you know?
No. Because we're equal.
Girls.
Why?
Mostly because my mom has always been the smart one in my family.
Probably girls.
Why?
I don't know. Just guys act dumb all the time.
No, not really. I mean, it just depends. If it's organizing and stuff, I guess. But in real life, no. No, I don't know.
Obviously.
Why?
Because we have more common sense. We use our brains.
Yes.
Why?
Because we think more than they do.
Yes.
Why?
Guys are immature, so.
I don't really think the gender matters.
It seems the reasons spark even more debate on the subject. Who do you think is smarter?
For Racc TV, I'm Olivia Hinton.
There isn't a day where FHS sports isn't on the top. The undefeated varsity girls soccer team continued their streak by beating Wickland 3-0 in the regional quarterfinals on Tuesday. They play tonight in the regional semifinals against Lake Ridge and Carrollton. The 9-1 district-leading FHS baseball team beat the Colony Tuesday 1-0, and they play Centennial tonight at Centennial. Go show your support for your Frisco Raccoons. With Sideline Sports, I'm Jacob Garrity.
Yearbooks are selling out fast, but there's still time to reserve your own. Around 40 more yearbooks are still available on the Jostens website and will be the last books at $75. To find these books at this price, visit www.jostens.com and type in Frisco High School in the Shop Your School window. The rest will be sold at distribution for $80 plus around $7 tax. Books are expected to be passed out May 27th or 28th. However, the date will not be confirmed until we've received the books. Books will be distributed in front of the gym by the concession stand as it was last year. Remember, this may be the last chance to insure your yearbook for this year. For Racc TV, I'm Cash Brusnio.
As a follow-up to Wednesday's Alveus meeting about drinking and driving, we thought this would be a good time to remind students about the dangers of texting and driving, which has contributed to the increase in auto accidents involving teens. Latest stats indicate that approximately 23% of all auto accidents involve cell phones. That's over 1 million crashes a year. Texting has joined drinking as one of the most deadly things someone can do while driving.
Have you ever been in a situation where a driver was texting?
I have. It was a little scary. He was texting, and all of a sudden we just nailed a curb, and it could have gone downhill really quickly.
We almost hit the curb.
One time my friend went over the curb, almost hit a tree.
When somebody is texting and driving, they do have the appearance of being driving under the influence of alcohol or something like that. Typically they are weaving within their lane or crossing over into the lanes next to them, kind of a back and forth motion. So they'll kind of cross over a line, realize what they're doing, and then overcorrect, and they're usually riding right along that line or on the line.
There is nothing urgent enough to require anyone to text while behind the wheel of a moving vehicle. If a true emergency arises, you need to pull over.
A lot of times you'll see people sitting at a light and their heads are down, and that's usually because they're looking at their phone. Have seen people sit through traffic lights just as an intoxicated driver would. Their attention is not on the light.
Well, he's just always on Twitter, DMing and texting and stuff. He's just always on it.
Have you had any close calls?
This morning, actually.
We almost swerved into a dog. It was bad. Real bad.
Jumped the curb.
If you're under the age of 18, you are not allowed to use your cell phone at any time unless it's an emergency, which you have to prove.
Let's keep Frisco safe. Don't text and drive. It's not worth the gamble. For Racc TV, I'm Maria Lawson.
Most students don't understand what women's suffrage is. Many think it is women who suffer or are abused, but the term refers to women's rights, especially the campaign that led to the right to vote in 1920. You would be surprised to learn how many people are not familiar with this important part of American history. What do you think about women finally getting to vote in the 2016 presidential election?
I think it's amazing because everybody should be able to have their equal opportunities. Women, everybody.
That's great. Go females.
Well, women have been able to vote since like the 1920s when the 19th Amendment was ratified.
No comment.
I thought it was good because girls are smarter than boys.
I think it's fair because women have a right to vote.
They've always been able to vote.
I think it's good.
Women getting to vote in the 2016? Is that a trick question?
I guess it's good. I don't know.
Hasn't that always been a thing since like 30s, 20s?
How do you feel about women's suffrage?
I don't like it. I don't know. I just don't like it, you know?
These questions are dumb.
Oh, I get this joke.
Women should vote because women are awesome and their opinion matters.
Do you know what women's suffrage is?
When women suffer.
It's not like a bad thing for women.
I feel good because they should have the right to vote.
Do you know what women's suffrage is?
Not really.
What's that?
What?
I know, it's like when they have the right to vote. So women's suffrage is good, it's not bad.
As you can see, some people did not get the memo that women got the right to vote 95 years ago. Those of you who will be 18 at least a month before the next presidential election should consider registering to vote at that time. Voting makes you an active participant in your government and your future. For Racc TV, I'm Victoria Carson.
And I'm Lizzie Stevens.
Good morning, fellow raccoons, and welcome to the Weekend with the Watch. I'm your host with the absolute most, Jacob Jost, and sticking with the recurring joke, and by that I mean the only joke we have on this show, this is our new Two Chens.
Hi, I'm Parker.
You are Two Chens.
I'm Two Chens.
Very well. Today will be partly cloudy, look at the sky, with a high of 76 and a low of 60. Saturday will be rainy with a high of 75 and a low of 65. And Sunday will be cloudy with a high of 78 and a low of 67. Let's hear it, buddy.
Today, our varsity baseball team will against Centennial High School at Centennial at 7:30. Tomorrow, the all-important day of prom occurs. The dance is from 8 to 11 p.m., so come out and have an evening of fun.
Very, very good job. For Racc TV, I'm Jacob Jost.
And I'm Two Chen.
Who is he? It's not what it looks like, Andrew. I swear. I'm sorry.